Highest they've been in 10 years. So thieves are actually stealing fuel from cars, not by siphoning, but by drilling holes in gas tanks.
This knucklehead is about to commit the latest crime scourge sweeping America. He's drilling into the gas tank under the van so he can steal the gas. Watch as it flows out onto the driveway. He runs and grabs a jerry can to collect the fuel, a hot commodity that's getting more expensive by the day.
The national average up to $3.84 a gallon, highest level in nearly a decade, 11-cent increase overnight.
In Los Angeles, the price for premium has jumped up to $7.25 a gallon. The price of gas here in New Jersey today is up to $4.07 a gallon. That's up 30 cents since just last week. Now, prices are expected to continue to go up, triggered by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. A full tank can now be worth as much as $80, making gasoline a perfect target for thieves. Siphoning gas the old-fashioned way is messy and difficult. Plus, most gas caps are locked and can only be opened from inside the car. So for thieves, it's easier and quicker to drill directly into the tank. It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Ethan Rothschild manages Steve's Auto Repair in New York City. He says the damage is costly. The tank must be replaced. Patching the hole is too dangerous.
If it's metal, I wouldn't touch it. Just change it.
Really, just change out the gas.
Just change out the gas tank.
Because it's dangerous because there's still residual gas inside?
There's fumes inside. Even if there's no gas, there are fumes inside. It's
Right.
almost like a Molotov cocktail.
Police in Atlanta say this guy is suspected of stealing gas from several cars, including Michelle King's.
You have to replace the entire tank. So you have to get it towed off, have the entire thing replaced. It was $2,000.
5 years ago, it dominated the headlines. California mom Sherri Papini claiming she was abducted while jogging and held captive by two Hispanic women. But there have always been questions about her story, and now she's under arrest.
She made it all up. That's the bombshell allegation leveled today against Sherri Papini, the mom whose supposed kidnapping in 2016 as she jogged riveted America. Prosecutors now say Papini's headline-making story was fabricated. Sherri Papini was reported missing by her husband, Keith.
Bring her home safe. There's a $50,000 reward. Bring her home.
22 days later, on Thanksgiving Day 2016, she was found wandering, bruised, dazed, and branded. She claimed she'd been kidnapped at gunpoint while jogging by two Hispanic women. But now, cops say Papini faked the kidnapping. They say she arranged for an ex-boyfriend to pick her up while jogging and drive her 600 miles to his home in Costa Mesa, California. During the entire time the nation was looking for her, Papini never left the ex-boyfriend's residence, the criminal complaint says. According to authorities, the ex-boyfriend says Sherri Papini actually asked him to brand her. He says he drove to this Hobby Lobby and bought a craft tool like this. It looks like a soldering iron, and it's normally used to burn patterns into wood. He allegedly drove back to Sherri, heated the tool, and then branded her on her right shoulder with what is believed to be the word Exodus. To build up the evidence that she'd been kidnapped and tortured, Papini allegedly purposefully hit her head on the bathtub and the bathroom floor. After 3 weeks, Papini allegedly told the ex she missed her children and said, "I'm ready to go." He drove for 7 hours and dropped her off on a country road 150 miles from her home. The boyfriend has not been charged. I spoke today to the woman who saw Papini at the side of the road and called 911. How do you feel now when you see these allegations that this entire thing was made up?
Betrayed. If it's true, I'm angry.
Bobby Chacon is a former FBI agent.
Every woman in that region who was afraid to go out, to go jogging, to go walking.
Private investigator Cody Salfan, who took part in the search, says Papini fooled so many people.
I feel for her family. I'm sure that Keith, her husband, I'm sure that there's a huge sense of betrayal.
A joint family statement issued today suggests Sherri and Keith Papini are still together. Sherri and Keith have cooperated with law enforcement's request despite repeated attempts to unnecessarily pit them against each other. The statement accused police of ambushing Sherri in a dramatic and unnecessary manner in front of her children.
The family claims Papini would have come to the police station voluntarily, but she had been asked.